What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Good evening, and thank you so much for taking the time to tune in. We got a hey, Goonbeam, good to see you. We got an interesting show tonight. We're going to dive into no, not those things, range minded podcast, but good to see you here. We're going to jump into some interesting things, and actually, we'll stick around. You're going to love it. Just want to say thank you again to everyone choosing to tune in. You could be a million different places, but you're choosing to be here on my little slice of the internet, DLD After Dark. Thank you. We appreciate it. And for a lot of you that tuned in on the show that I did on Sunday, I just published a quick live just to inform you guys of the unfortunate news that Jonah of Big Mac Defense unfortunately passed away. We're going to touch on that topic tonight as well, and we'll make sure that if anyone would like the service information, we can share that with you too. But very sad news, Jonah, man. We love you, brother. And it's crazy. Things like that just kind of come out of nowhere. But if that's not a reminder of who's in control, I don't know what is. But we will touch on that tonight, man. Jonah, we miss you. Love you, brother. Rest in peace. And there's some other things we're going to jump into that I think will be make for a good topic. Man, there's no way to transition off of a topic like that, man. I'm sorry. And for people here that are here that may not know, sorry if we just dropped the bomb on you. But there's some things we want to address about that too. But before we jump into it, if this is your first time tuning into DLD After Dark, I would just like to say that I don't believe you. There's no way that YouTube would actually recommend this content to new people. Doesn't happen. B, if you are going to maintain that position, then welcome and stuff. If you would be so kind as to, got something for this channel. Got something for this channel. Got something for this channel. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Is that a bad thing or a good thing? Red Dawn, hey brother, good to see all you guys. We'll go through and we'll greet everyone in just a moment. But yeah, so we're going to jump into that. We would encourage you, if this is your first time tuning in, sure, that I'd encourage you to stick around. And if you do like the show, then you may even want to subscribe and come and hang out. We got a whole bunch of really cool people over here in the chat box. I guess if you're on mobile, it'll be a whole bunch of cool people down here. And yeah, hang out, subscribe if you choose to. If you feel that we earn it, then subscribe. If you are the recapitulation syndication or the replay mafia, shout out to all you guys. If you're watching this the next day, the next day, or the next day, then we appreciate you so much, man, for real. And no, I don't have a mouse in my pocket. I'm just I'm saying because I have a guest backstage. So I appreciate it for my channel and all that. Goonbeam, Long V1, I put that shiz on everything. Yes, sir. George Washington, my man. But yeah, if you're watching this the next day or the next day or long after this has been published, I appreciate you so much. Do me a favor and drop a comment. Replay Mafia, Recapitulation Syndication, Reheating the Leftovers, Refried Beans, all the stuff that you guys do. You guys come up with a bunch of creative stuff. I've taken that from all of y'all. So please, I'm not the creative one. You guys are the creative ones. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and jump into it. And some things that we want to discuss. But before we do, I would like to start by greeting all of our channel members because let's be real. Honestly, like literally 98 plus percent of the support for this channel is from channel members and channel memberships. So you guys choosing to support the channel that way is huge. So because of that, I go through and I literally greet every single channel member in the beginning. So do me a favor, channel members, sound off. Do some. We should come up with a cool sound off, like something like cool to say. I don't know. We'll get there. And look, this channel is going to be 4 years old on December the 19th. 4 years. That's crazy, bro. That's insane to me. I think it was right 4 years. Is it 3 years? I thought it was December 19th, 2019. No, it had to be 2020, right? 2020. I'll have to look. I mean, we're coming up on a birthday soon, so it's either 3 or 4 years. I think it's 3. There's no way this has been 4 years, bro. That's crazy. Right? Hold on. No, I don't know. I'll look it up. Anyway, I love y'all so much, and I appreciate y'all for coming in and tuning in and hanging out. And let's go ahead and jump into it. So first in chat tonight was your boy Damian Christ, my brother in Christ. Brother, great to see you. Thank you so much. You get one firm fist pump, fist bump. Pff, appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. And let's go through and say what's up to all the channel members. We got Kurt 24, the producer of the show. By the way, bro, all this is rhyming. That wasn't intentional, but the beginning was. But anyway, Kurt 24 already sent me a $25 cash app. Like, holy moly, bro, for what? I didn't do anything. I am not worthy. But thank you. I appreciate you, man. For real. That means a lot. And just everything you do, man. You're always when you roll in here, you're always here. You're always present. You're always trying to help in every way that you can for sharing links and supporting the channel and the viewers, and that's super important. So everyone show Kurt some love, man. My guy is just on point always. Excuse me, like a razor blade. We got Gutta Cheese in the house, brother Gutta Cheese. Great to see you. Also a channel member. Ooh, sorry, I'm not trying to burp right in your ear. Burp. Gutta Cheese, my guy, great to see you. We got Blue Curtain Burner in the building as well, also a channel member. Great to see you. Gort, great to see you, brother. Also a channel member. Thank you. Mike McClune, the Goon. Not only is he a channel member, but he is also a moderator. So show him some love. Let's see. Gort, Mike McLuhan, the Goon, Drewski, what a dooski. Great to see you, brother. Lifetime channel member. Johnny Propane, brother, great to see you. Also a channel member. Appreciate you guys. I really wish that they put like a time frame of like, like Johnny Propane, like 24, to where it says like 24 months or what, you know what I mean? So I can like thank you for your service. That kind of. Okay, sorry, that was bad. I know. We're going to talk about that too, because apparently some people think that I said something that I didn't say. I just said something that someone else said because I wanted them to take accountability for their words. But trans grenade is too much of a little bite anyway, we'll talk about that too. Let's see, Kurt 24, got a cheese, my guy. Let's see, Gort, Drewski, what it dooski. Let's see, I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody in the beginning here. Mike McLuhan, the Goon, Drew, got a cheese, Flying Rich Firearms, another moderator. We appreciate you, moderators, so much. Even though I got to say, our hey, Lucky Dog, honorable mention, brother. Great to see you, man. It's funny the community here, like the people that gather together during the live streams, like for real, like there's not a lot of moderation that needs to be done, So yeah, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Flying Rich, Gort, Flying Rich, Mike McLuhan, the Goon, Gort, Drewski, Zanti from Misfit from Zanti. Great to see you. Also a channel member. Appreciate you. Hey, there he is. Mark Tucka. Great to see you, my brother. Thank you. Kurt 24, Mark Tucka, Mike McLuhan, Drewski, Widadewski, Mark Tucka, Zanti. Let's see who else. Zanti, Drewski. Marconi, great to see you, Marconi. And by the way, Marconi, I would love to take you up on that offer to do a special type of slide, if you know what I'm saying. Because I haven't had the time lately. I know we wanted to connect like weeks ago, but I think it's time to get together. So let me know whenever you're down. Demo Man Dan, that's what's up, dude. Hold up, what kind of car is that? Dang, that looks like the Dukes of Hazzard joint in there. That's what's up. Hey, Missouri Survival, congratulations for hitting 2,000 subscribers. If you guys do not subscribe to Missouri Survival, man, make sure you do. This dude is a straight up G, really good guy, and has an excellent preparedness channel as well. Lightning Scott, brother, great to see you. Oh, excuse me. Lightning McQueen, great to see you, my brother. More Beta Prince, fam, great to see you, man. I was actually using your knife earlier today on some stuff. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Let's see, Lightning McQueen, Kurt 23. Hey, Barton Fink. Great to see you, brother. Also with channel member. Thank you. Hey, we got another honorable mention. We got Kyle Wade in the building, man. Anderson Manufacturing. And yes, that Anderson Manufacturing. And I think you'd be surprised. Hold up. You know what I just realized? I have something missing between these two things. It's supposed to. You know what? Hold that thought. I'm gonna bring Rich in to start to pick up where I'm at here and go through and shout out channel members while I fix. There's a grenade launcher missing from my wall, so he's gonna come in. Hey, Flying Rich, welcome.
Yeah, I got to scroll back. I'm shopping for super yachts, so.
Oh yeah, that's important. That your daily super yacht shopping.
My daily super yacht fix, yes.
I thought you were gonna say that you were shopping for super duties.
No, I got one.
Yeah, but
and that'll last a lifetime.
It's only one though. You got to have a shorty and a biggie.
And a biggie.
Yeah. Oh, you can't click on comments, can you?
No, I can't. No.
All right, we'll just keep them busy for just a second.
I'm scrolling up to find where Kyle is.
I'm back there. I'm pretty far back there. So you know what I'll do? I'll give you just a quick second while I do it.
It's just
gonna blow up.
No, it won't blow.
All right, for sure.
Okay, I see the highlighted. Oh boy, I got to back up a little bit. And range-minded podcast, heavy breathing from. Oh no, we're not reading that comment because we're not supposed to know what that means or share information about that. Good beam, fellow Floridian Fire Rotter, how's it going? Baptized in fire. Who was baptized in fire? Lightning Scott, Lightning McQueen. How's it going? And we got Gort Kurt 24, Zanty Misfit, Vulcan Rumble. I'm just going to read everybody because I know he goes through and does it and whatever, and then I'm messing it up. So that's what I'm doing. And let's see, not my name. I'm not sure what his name is. George Washington. I like your work. Good guy, good guy. Hold on, let's adjust the camera so less microphone and more unshaven face. And let's see, George Washington, Fire Rodder, baptized in fire. Drew in Oregon. How's it going, man? We talked like last week, 2 weeks ago, whatever, over IG. I called him up and we chit chat. Fred Dawn Readiness, fellow Floridian. How are you, Fred? I do appreciate it. Is this like way too zoomed in? What's going on with that? Ranged Minded Podcast. How's it going? How's it going? Mike McClune. We got Fred again. 308. And I got something to say about 308, but I can't talk about it. Kurt 24, Gen Champ Jr., Lightning Scott, Fred Dawn again, P38 Wilbur, who bought me my favorite lunch in the world, actually, Walt and I. So as we're coming back from Goals, where I was actually hanging out with Kyle Wade, and let's see. Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't hang out with Kyle Wade. It's like we kind of high-fived and fist bumped a whole bunch of times. I guess that counts. So P38 Wilbur met Walt and us, Walt and I, at a Costco gas stop. I didn't buy cheese, but I did have some in the cooler bag. And he graciously bought me a slice of pizza and a soda, my favorite Costco lunch.
You're doing.
Oh, okay, thank you. So yeah, P38 Wilbur hung out with Walt and I and bought us lunch, and I greatly appreciate that, especially because the thriftiness of it. What's better than lunch? A cheap lunch, a free cheap lunch, best lunch in the world. James, how's it going, man? I haven't seen you. I'm not sure if you're a regular or not. I know Scoot. Scoot's been around. Mike McClune as
You don't know James, bro?
James.
James is the guy, man. James
Is
is
he?
the guy.
Is
He's been out here. You know what I'm saying?
Now, is the bear for Mike McClune's icon, is it drinking coffee or is it liquor?
I think
Or
it's
is it
I think it's
Irish
definitely
coffee?
drinking coffee. Maybe Irish coffee.
Is that
I'll
the,
tell you
hey,
what.
wait, don't ask me any stupid questions till I finish at least one cup of coffee?
Probably. We gotta just do the channel members first because it's
So I
the
totally hosted
right
up.
thing. Well, the problem is because now they don't feel special and they've
Look, if you're watching
everyone
this, you are special.
extremely special
Mhm,
to a
mhm.
concerning degree.
Yep.
But your family likely also thinks you're special too. But we got
Mhm.
to do the channel members first,
Oh, okay.
and then we go back and do the honorable mentions. So
All right. So do I
essentially,
get back to
everyone.
yacht shopping or what?
You can hang out while we
I
say
think that
hello.
yacht I was looking at is still available.
Modern Frontiersman, great to see you. I just want to go on record saying, hold on. I just got into it with a fella who thinks the 2A is all about hunting. Damn, wow, Gary Wilson, that's crazy. Modern Frontiersman, I just want to go on record and say that all GWAT vets are outdated trash. More on that later. Thank you. Let's see. Now, I want your actual responses as to what you guys think when you hear me say that. Those words. Senor Bob, great to see you, brother. Also a channel member. Appreciate you so much, man. Not my name, brother. Great to see you as well. Appreciate you. With the DK Pokey, Lightning McQueen, Mike McClune, Zagoon, see Lightning McQueen, free CRS, and free Justin. 2A. You're cute. Thank you. Just one of my gay friends. That's too funny. It's hard when I gotta watch, I gotta look when something goes off, but I do miss stuff all the time. Lightning McQueen, brother, great to see you. Let's see what other channel members we got. Senor Bob, Mr. Gort, Mike McClune, the Goon, Mark Tucker, Mop, yes, RIP Jonah. We're gonna talk about that. Taco, brother, great to see you. Appreciate you being here. Not also a channel member. Drewski, Mike McClunsky, Kurt 24, Senor Bob. Let's see, Mike McClune the Goon, Senor Bob. And Lightning Queen, Taco Syndicate, Kurt24, Kurt24, thank you for dropping that link. And yes, Definition Knives. Rich is going to show off some Definition Knives while
I know I took it out. Oh, here it is.
Rich, you should show off the DK1.
I gave it away.
I know, I'm just kidding. You know,
So legit, I have
Video.
not cleaned this knife,
I can tell.
and I've used it to open pool chemicals that would have rusted any other knife that I've used.
Wow. That's
So all of the nasty pool chemicals that my pool is now toxically clear,
nice. So
as opposed to lime green.
you're slowly destroying the knife, is what you're saying.
Well, what I'm saying is,
It's not
whatever,
rusty.
yeah, whatever magical, chrome, vanadium, whatever, something or other it's made of.
It is Chinesium, pure
It's D2
Chinesium.
steel.
It is. It's D2 steel that is
Chinesium.
intended for tools. But yes, so Definition Knives, check us out. Kurt, thank you for dropping the link. Barton Fink, RIP Jonah. I do wonder if he was an appendix holster. Always been concerned with appendix carriers or mini orange. Because of a couple things that popped up, we are going to talk a little bit tonight. So not in too much detail, but I feel that it's I'd already gotten permission from the family to give some information, which I held back on the last stream, but I want to keep it real with you guys. So in the name of safety and honoring our friend, I think it's okay. Johnny Propane, thank you, brother, for the 14 months of support, man. And I know you've given way more than that too. So got this 14 months, baby. Thank you, Johnny Propane. I appreciate you, brother. Let's see who else we got. Flying Rich, Chinamemba, and Moderator. Thank you. Appreciate you. Kurt24, Mike McLuhan, Lagoon, Senor Bub, Taco Syndicate, Lightning McQueen, Pew Tang, brother. Great to see you, man. Great to see you.
Senor Bob.
The other
Bob,
Senor
if I send you something, can you keep it top secret?
Your mom's box. That's not what he was going to say, but I was just reading a comment. Your mom's box. Senor Bub, the other Senor Bub. Love it. Hey, Rusty Shackelford, brother. Great to see you, man. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Right. Also, a channel member, Eagle Run 23. We were just talking about you earlier today.
I'm starting a YouTube account called Beagle Run 23.
You should.
And it's going to be about dog training.
Well, yeah, that's a great idea, Rich. I love all your original ideas.
And I want to say thanks to Eagle Run for all the help he's given me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, he's a G. He is a straight up
total
G.
Good resource.
Super yachts. I knew it. Rich is Bezos in disguise.
All right. So I was watching a YouTube video. There's a 103-foot yacht for $549,000.
C-Man, brother. Thank you. You the man. You the man. Thank you. Thank you. Lightning McQueen, Eagle Run. Okay, so the whole GWAT thing, guys, it's not what you think. One to the groin. Two to the chest. One to the head. One to the groin. Don't get me started. I'm short but special. Eagle Run. Craig, brother, great to see you also a channel member. Hope everything's going well for you, man. I know you had a tough time. Dude, it's been a tough year, bro. I am surprised this last year has not taken some folks out, man. Woo, GWAT vets here. Suck it all, Joe. So just to bring this up, I did not personally say that. I just wanted to gauge the response of what I said. So yeah, we're gonna chat on that.
Never seen Joe Biden smile so much as he's done since November or what, 8th?
Oh, he's done, bro. He's ready.
He's smiling a whole lot since
Not my
November
name.
8th.
18 months of channel membership. Me special. Thank you, not my name. I appreciate you, brother. It's the DLD special oil. It is. That does make a difference.
All right. Zed is saying the crew costs well over $500K. All I got to say to that is, you mean it's not single pilot capable? It's like, I need a crew.
Like an A10, right?
I can't just, I can't just hit the key and go. Actually, A10, there's no key in it because it's twin engine. It's push button.
That's cool. Most things are push button nowadays anyway.
Yeah.
See, he said Chinesium too. Z, great to see you, brother. Another channel member. Appreciate you. Get a cheese, get a cheese. Lightning McQueen, Z, Drewski, Widadewski. Dang,
Are
so
we going to
many
make
channel
the
members.
announcement of the deal that I cut with Jordan Finrow today?
I don't know. That's no worries, DLD. GWAT loves a good joke. All right, you know what? So let's just address that right off the break. Look, so a moment ago, I had said all GWAT vets are outdated trash. Now, clearly, that's not something that I would personally say. That was a spicy take that another YouTuber was saying to try to be edgy and try to come off like he had a hot take, so he can get clicks, views, and interaction. But he did not like when the clicks and views and interaction caused another YouTuber to make a video saying that that was not kind, not respectful, and it was downright rude. And he just shat on. Uh, Countless people that not only served their country but also fought and died. I had a friend that died in 2005 in the GWAT. We've all known somebody that did not come back. Well, I'm sure a lot of us had known somebody that did not come back from the GWAT. So all I'm saying is let's be respectful, right? Well, that individual, Trans Grenade, did not want to be respectful, and Trash Grenade, whatever his name is, and Modern Frontiersman made a video on it. We watched the video, we aired it, and I think it was fair. Nothing was changed, nothing was skewed, nothing was taken out of context. But of course, I think it's important for somebody to answer, to take accountability for the things that they say. You make that statement, and that was the statement. Thank you, what you did downrange or whatever, but GWAT vets are outdated trash. But you're outdated trash, whatever it was exactly. But it was literally almost exactly that. Modern Frontiersman, if I'm wrong, please, uh, let me know or correct me. So, RIP, I missed my ability to input, I guess. Something original, brother. Good to see you. And all you guys that I didn't get to mention, Stifler Manufacturing, Tavinho, Range Minder Podcast, Sandwich Chef, brother, great to see you. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Baptized in Fur, Putang. Love you guys. All y'all. Love all y'all. You know, I love the peeps. So okay. Yes, it was Trench Grenade that said that. And me personally, I was offended. I had a mutual friend that died during Operation Red Wings, and he was in the Chinook that was shot down that was trying to rescue Marcus Luttrell and the other guys that were on the ground there. And yeah, I took it personally, okay? And it's probably vaginal behavior for me to take, something that someone else said and get offended, but it wasn't just that, okay? So I got offended by that personally. And then I watched the video that Modern put out, and I thought he was respectful with it, and I thought that he was honestly pretty reasonable. And then there was a live stream where Trash Grenade, Trans Grenade, what is it? Trench Grenade was supposed to answer for his words. So he got on the live stream and said, "Oh, I'm sure someone is just taking my words out of context. I'm pretty sure that was me responding to a GBRS video talking about dump pouches." So that's not what it was. You were hiding behind a bullshit excuse, and then you basically shifted topics. And
Yeah, I was gonna say the age when everything is freaking recorded and you can play it back. You
well,
better.
that's what we did, and well, that's what Modern Frontiersman did. But the fact that so in that video he said that Modern Frontiersman took him out of context, changed and altered his video, and all the stuff like that was such a tame video. I don't know if you saw that, Rich.
You
Sorry, I
mean
didn't mean to
like
cut you off.
no, I haven't. You mean like the IG report on Matt Gaetz getting hacked and released to the New York Times?
No, I'm not hip to that. A hero is not necessarily successful, but they have to try. Yeah, I just think it was bullshit, and I think that was him running from accountability. And It correct. It was regarding a GBRS video, but it wasn't that. It could have been anything. It could have been anything. It could have been about a Blues Clues, episode. The fact is that he said that GWAT vets are outdated trash. If you can't sit back and with the heart of a student look back and say, oh, GWAT, we can learn from that. We can take tactics from that. Not everything should be applied exactly as it was, 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago in Vietnam or whatever. Dude, did we not learn anything from Mac v. SOG in Vietnam? Did we not learn anything from, Desert Storm? Did we not learn anything from World War II and World War One? Like, it's ridiculous, like, come on, like, have some respect. And the fact that people buried their loved ones for the first 20 years of this millennia, like, come on, bro, have some respect. And then to not take accountability for it and run away from it, like, that is such vaginal behavior right there. I dislike that. So yeah, Trench Grenade, you get an F from DLD After Dark, which I know you don't care, probably don't know who I am. I certainly don't know who you are, but because of this, I photoshopped a picture with a dick in your hand, and it may be floating closely to your mouth in that picture. So sorry about that. Anyway, Rich, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having. Thank you, Rich. Take a moment too, if you will. Please introduce yourself. Let everyone know who you are, what you do, and where they can find you. And don't mind my grenade launcher.
Yeah, so I'm Flying Rich of FlyingRich.com, of Flying Rich Firearms on YouTube, which is bound or destined to break 20,000 views.
You're almost there. You're almost there.
Yeah, just a 2-year-old rando video has like frickin' lit the channel on fire.
I'd salute you, but all GWAT vets are outdated trash.
Ooh. And believe it or not, that's actually video that was original content where I didn't steal the audio and just show guns.
Dude, I cannot believe that was something that, like, you actually made it with your own brain.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You didn't, like, take someone else's footage or audio or both and then just put yourself in the corner like...
Oh, yeah, I hate that. I'm like, that's so lame. I can't wait to start doing that on another channel. No, I just got to make like an AI me that looks cooler.
Let me jump in real quick. I'm sorry to interrupt. I just want to say I'm joking around about some stuff, right? I'm not personally attacking Trash Grenade. I am saying that what he said was wrong, disrespectful, hurtful, and he just shitted upon a damn near 20-year war. Not all of the 20 years people would declare as the GWAT, right? But which I guess it'd be like the first, 10 or so years of the millennia. But my thing is that, like, if you say something, the only way that you can come back and say you only have a few options. You can come back and say, yes, I said this thing, and since then I have found other information and I have drawn a different conclusion as a result of it. So now I believe X instead. Or B, you say, I did say that. I was stupid and regarded at that time, and I shouldn't have said that. And I'm taking accountability for what I said. I was stupid. Or option C, you can say, yeah, I said it. If you have a problem, I don't care. That's my stance. Right? Those are your only options.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the fact that you're like, oh, no, you're thinking that I said, all GWAT vets were trash, but I actually said something about dump pouches. Like, what? Dude, that, like, please spare us. Like, come on. So I'm not personally attacking him because, look, I didn't serve, right? I literally walked out right after the ASVABs and MEPs and all that. Like, I did not serve, and I'm not the guy that's like, I almost served, but I did. I mean, I literally did, but still, like, I'm not glorifying myself for that. I'm just saying that I did not serve. I have military in my family, and I had friends that were over there, and I had a mutual friend who died there. So that's maybe why it's a little bit of a touchy subject for me. Sabar, allegedly. Great to see you, bro. But that's why it's frustrating. I'm just...
You mean that's not Saber Prince? I thought it was Saber Prince.
It's subpar prints.
You mean Mexican ballistics?
Dude, look, nowadays with bamboo, there are no subpar prints at all. Like it doesn't exist.
Unless
Right?
they were badly designed
That's
in a
true.
bigly way.
Eh, bigly. But we love you. But still, going back to that whole thing, just really quickly, I want to end on this. I'm not personally attacking him for like, well, you're not a combat veteran. You never saw combat. You can't, comment on anything combat
You
related.
say,
You're
yo,
just a
man, I grew
drill
up in
sergeant.
Nova.
Well, I mean, look, okay, so I give advice on things related to carrying guns, to using them, to draw times, draw the first shot, to tactics and things. I've never served, so like I don't want to say that he can't speak on the. He absolutely can speak on those things, right? It's the same thing that's like, oh well, so what, people on the left that are screaming that the election is stolen, like, are they not allowed to say that the election was? No, please say it. You absolutely have every single right to say that, but stand behind your shit and come with some evidence, right? uh you can say anything that you want, but stand behind your shit. That's all I'm saying. And now I'm sure somebody out there in chat with 70, over 72, 72, 74 people in here right now, someone's gonna, go and say something. And that's fine, right? That's why look, I'm being honest. And guess what? I'm gonna stand behind the shit that I'm saying too. So that's all. I'm not starting any channel beef, and this channel doesn't mess with this channel. I'm not cutting on him as an individual. He has every right to make all the videos that he wants. But stand behind your shit when you say something, when you make a claim that says essentially every single person that served in the global war on terror is outdated trash. That is extremely disrespectful, and you're a dirtbag for saying that. And I drew a dick in your hand in that one picture. Anyway, so I'm sorry, Rich. Please go back to your 20,000 subs. Thank you, Juice.
Yeah, I am actually paying Mr. Snow not to print a 20,000 sub letterbox
Yeah, don't do that.
custom plaque.
Yeah, don't do it. You will be sitting at 19,900 subs for like 7 years, dude. I've been there before, okay? Trust me.
Yeah, and Flying Rich, my other YouTube channel. So where are we gonna get a room at SHOT Show? We're gonna like room together? What are we doing?
Yeah, about SHOT Show. I got some bad news.
What's that?
Well, for SHOT Show this year, I am only gonna go if I can walk around in full kit with nods in the middle of the day. All day. The whole time.
Who's stopping you?
I'm
Why would
also
somebody stop you?
I'm gonna sleep in full kit as well. I'm just kidding. No, I do plan on going. War always leads to advancement in technology. 100%. Every single day that goes by, every single day that goes by, we're advancing in technology and tactics. Right? We have to acknowledge that there was a time when dudes in the military were not even equipped to put tourniquets on their guys in the field.
That's
right?
crazy.
All the people that we lost because they said they would lose that limb, right? We can't have
Oh yeah,
everyone
yeah.
running around.
When I did first aid in high school, that's what you don't put a tourniquet on unless you plan on amputating.
Yeah, you'll lose the limb.
I'm
Like, dude,
hmm.
but you'll be alive to make that decision, Get them to higher care, right? So many dudes, it was like if they get hit, give them an IV so they'll bleed out quicker. Like it's crazy, so yes, tactics, technology, tactics and things change constantly, but to say that all those things in the past are outdated trash, like you can literally study ancient warfare, and you can learn from it. You can study World War One, World War Two. You can not to mention like the Civil War, the Revolutionary War. Warring in other countries, even just like books, fantasy books about war. You can learn tactics from. The fact that like you can go through in every single engagement you can learn from, like you got to keep the heart of a student, okay? Always. Civil War methods. If you don't keep the heart of a student, you will unintentionally stop learning. So never be the smartest person in the room. Always seek information and always ask questions. And you will always come from a place of wanting to learn and further develop as an individual. Now, it just so happens with tactics and the implement of killing or the implementation of killing is essentially the same. Tactics change, technology changes. To say that you can't learn anything from people that have the been there done that t-shirt is stupid. It's idiotic. It's moronic. Yo, I was literally just saying moronic. That is awesome. Health is wealth. Knowledge is power. I like that. That sounds familiar. Um, Anyone read Unintended Consequences by John Ross? No, but I've actually had that book recommended to me a few times. All right, anything else you want to say before we move to the next topic?
If you haven't subbed to Flying Rich Firearms, please do so. Are you sucking on a highlighter? What is that?
Highlighters don't do that.
Yeah. Well, it
This is
depends.
my,
You heat them up enough.
Yeah, I guess that's actually true. That's true. Okay, so I wanted to address this on a more serious topic. A lot of you saw the recent videos that Jonah with Big Mac Defense did pass away. He's a great friend of us from a personal standpoint. He was personally a good friend of both of ours and a lot of other people in the community. And
Well, I had him on John Crump Live on Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's like
3 days before he passed away. It's crazy. I missed a phone call from him a day or two before he passed away, and it's just the regret of being like, what in the world was I so busy doing that I couldn't just take that call, and gives you perspective. But look, Jonah was a huge piece of our community and of the 2A community here that we have in like the 2A space on our little slice of the internet, as I call it. And we talk a lot about well, let me back up a little bit. So there was his handgun. He was going to holster it, and his firearm discharged, and he passed away. And we talked about the reality of firearm safety, and we talked about the reality of negligent discharges, mechanical malfunctions, and accidental discharges. And it had come up that there is no such thing as an accidental discharge. And in most cases, in 99.9% of the cases, that is correct. Almost every discharge is negligent or it is a mechanical malfunction. Mechanical malfunctions happen. Okay. I want to take you back to actually another viewer that's in here right now, Something Original. He was chambering a 32 ACP, and as he chambered it, it slam fired, and he accidentally shot his hand with a 32 ACP round. He came on the show. He showed us his holy hand, and it was brutal, but a lot of us, we put a lot of faith in these pieces of equipment. Right now, the equipment that we are around every day are literally designed and developed to extinguish life. Right, they are designed for that, and it's okay. That's their purpose, right? I mean, they have other purposes, of course, but they're designed for that, right? And I'll never forget when I went to IV-88 and we were at the firing line, and all of us were doing the load to make ready, and I wasn't on the firing line. I was actually filming it long ways, right? So for you guys that haven't been there before, it is a massive, what would you say, like 100-yard line ballpark? About 100 yards of a firing line, right? Now, in the beginning, they say no one fire until the cannon goes off. Once the cannon goes off, boom, then everyone Ha, holy hand. I get it. Yeah, that was me. Um, so when the cannon goes off, everyone open up and start firing, right? And yes, JC9, very good memory. Hey, Vanessa Kitty, good to
Hmm.
see you. So Chad from Keltec, at the time he was with Keltec, he rolls up and he shoulders his Keltec Bullpup 556. It's not the RFB, that's the 308. What's
RDB.
the RDB? So the RDB is a Bullpup 556, takes standard AR mags, and it's got a can on it and an optic. And I literally have this on video. Everyone is loading and making ready. He is sitting there. He chambers around, and it wasn't like he had just put, like, 2,000 rounds through it. Like, this was
It's
the
not like it was
beginning.
steaming hot.
Yeah, yeah, it was not a cook-off. This was the beginning of the shooting of the day, right? And he chambers around, and I am looking at him and filming down the whole line. His finger is off the trigger, the safety is on, and it is pointed in a safe direction.
I think he was behind me when that happened, and I turn around. I'm like, "What the heck just happened?"
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that would have been a problem if he was behind you. You mean like you were turned around,
I had
turned
my I think I
around?
had my back to him, and I'm
No
like, "What
problem.
the,"
Gotcha.
and he was looking like,
So I literally saw him. He charged it, and he was sitting there with his finger off the trigger. The rifle was shouldered, pointed down range, and finger off the trigger, safety on, and just out of nowhere, shot went off. And of course, everyone yelled like, "We told you to stop! Wait till the
right,
cannon
right,
goes
right.
off!" And he's like, "Dude, this shit
Yeah,
just went off by itself."
yeah.
And everyone's like, "Oh yeah, sure, guns just go off by themselves, right, dude?" And that wasn't the only time I've seen a mechanical malfunction. These are just machines, right? Like, I was on the Tactical Turkeys, and we were talking, and he was like, "Dude, if you're driving and you're doing everything right, and your piston just leaves the chat, if your wheel just all of a sudden just leaves the chat, you got a problem." But it's a mechanical malfunction of some sort that could be just diabolical. It could be terrible. Well, in this case, this, look, if anyone out there is very sensitive about things, this is not gonna I'm not gonna be all gory or anything. I'm just gonna say exactly what happened, because and I wasn't going to, and even on the last video that I did, I didn't go into detail because I just wanted to be as respectful as possible. But I think it's important that this comes out there for a few reasons. Number one, an awareness of safety and awareness of the equipment that we're using. It does not matter how safe you are when things that are unexpected could happen. Okay, number one. Number two, um, I had 3 points to make. Hold on. Um, Number two, this is equipment that we all use every single day, so we have to have a tremendous amount of respect for the tools that we're using. And number three, nothing that Jonah did was his fault, and he did not cause the situation. The situation occurred, and because we've talked about negligent discharges and accidental discharges and mechanical malfunctions, the last thing that I want anyone thinking or saying, maybe disparaging comments about Jonah, saying there is no such thing as an accidental discharge. It's only negligence, and negligence is the only thing that leads to people getting hurt by firearms, which, although usually that is the case, and I don't disagree. I want to use this as a learning opportunity for all of us, just like we would do when we review other videos, right? We've done that before on this channel a lot. And then also, not saying anything disparaging about Jonah, man. I just want to keep it real. So what happened was, first off, Jonah and his girlfriend had just purchased a house. He was planning on proposing to his girlfriend. Like they had a future, they had plans, and this is terribly tragic, and it is a freak accident. And I feel bad talking about this, but I just feel like we have to get the information out there for you guys. And
And
Jonah would want it, I feel like.
it's like I had a long chit chat because Jonah did tech work, and he was like,
Hmm.
"Dude, can I tell you a story?" I'm like, "Roll with it, man. Tell me." You just like had to vent about just some regular mundane BS
Oh, that was
on
when
the
we were on the
job.
phone together, right?
No, I think we Jonah and I were
That was a
talking.
different time.
Yeah, 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 and he just wanted to shoot the shit about stuff going on, and
Yeah,
like how the CIO or I forget who it was, but decided they were going to do something incredibly dumb,
yeah,
and after he made it so everything was to spec and blah blah blah, and
yeah,
at a just normal guy chat, tech guy chat. It was great because Jonah was a tech guy, he gun guy.
hmm. Thanks for
Just
all that
same thing with
personality.
Crump's a tech guy, gun guy.
Yeah. BV, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Welcome back to the Kimlight Battalion, brother. Thank you. So okay, so what had happened is Jonah was going to holster his firearm. Now, I don't know with certainty what firearm it was, but based on the guns that he would typically carry, I would guess that it was a firearm with a floating firing pin. That's all I'm going to speculate based on what we know so far. Um, Him and I had talked in the past a bunch where when we're holstering our handgun, we usually don't holster it like in the holster in our waistband. We would take out the holster it, and then put the whole unit in our waistband. And him and I had talked about that. We're like, yeah, we don't want to be jamming a Glock into a holster that could be obstructed or something like that. And you just don't know until you can literally get your eyes and hands in there and holster it. And when he did that, he was going to holster his the whole unit in his waistband. And when he did, hey Poochie, when he did, he dropped the firearm with the holster on it. And because gravity is, gravity, the heaviest part of the firearm started falling down, and then the handle was falling to the ground, and he leaned over to try to grab it or catch it before it hit the ground. And because he had leaned over directly over it and the gun was falling muzzle up, the gun discharged and he was struck in the head. And that was it. And his girl, from what I understand, was there and had to experience that. And I could not imagine the horror from that. I mean, that is like one in a million. I cannot even imagine. And what his girl had to have gone through, man, I just you know, I don't know. It's terrible. And I didn't have like a desire to talk about this, but the moment that I started seeing comments say like, and I'm not throwing shade at anyone that said this because it is true. Um yeah, yeah. Thank you. Due knowledge, appreciate you. He said, just so we're clear, there was no GSR on his hands. The pistol was found inside the holster and it had discharged and it struck him in the head. And just so you guys know, because Jonah was an FFL, he had his entire home under surveillance. He had cameras all over. Um, and unfortunately and fortunately, the event was captured on camera, so there are no questions about what happened. This was absolutely 100% not a suicide. This was absolutely 100% not a homicide. This was 100% a freak tragic accident that was completely out of his hands. And If this doesn't tell you that this was God calling him home, I mean
Mm.
that is just 0.000001%. And
Yeah. I mean, when you think about the possibility, like,
dude, I just dropped a gun before I started the stream, literally from up here. So here's my hand. So right there, all the way down, loaded, ran in the chamber, dropped it on this stool right there. Like this can happen to anybody. No, it was not a
and
SIG. I believe that it was not a SIG.
no
And SIGs don't have floating firing
firing
pins.
pins.
We don't know, but
So,
we believe it was a firearm with a floating firing pin. I don't know. I don't want to speculate too much. I'm just guessing from the way that it was described to me that it was likely a handgun with a floating firing
but
pin.
it's like
We've
when I think
deduced.
about things, I do shorts with firearms. I'll just grab a firearm, and sometimes I didn't realize, for the video, I'll throw a mag in, the mag's loaded, and I'll rack it, and I'm like, oh fuck, they're
Yeah,
I'm like, wow, like the whole, we can't be so casual with our firearms. And I'm not saying Jonah did anything wrong, but I'm just saying it's kind of a wake up call to the rest of us to make sure it's always pointing in a safe direction. Make sure you're triple checking that the mag's empty, the chamber's empty before you pull the trigger. Just
yeah.
it's
And again, this is nothing he did was his fault. Aside from the firearm falling, nothing. It's not like he did anything unsafe. He
mhm.
didn't. This could happen to every single person in here right now. So it is extremely important that all of us exercise extreme caution when we're handling items that are designed to afflict massive amounts of damage on soft tissue, the same soft tissue that all of us right here, right now, are made out of. And it is just an absolute freak tragic accident. And I just, that's all I want to say about it. But when I started seeing people say, like, oh, it must have been negligence, or I had people asking even worse questions of, are they sure it wasn't this or that? And it's like, dude, no, 100% certainty this is what happened. And I look again, I didn't even want to talk about this, right? Like I felt that it was important to not disparage our friend who had
Mhm.
passed away, but also highlight something that could bring an extra level of awareness to this for all of us that all carry guns. All of us carry guns. So that's that's all that I got on that. Anything else you wanna touch on?
No, I mean, I think there's a bunch of things. Like, I've learned a lot about AUGs, AUGS, Steyr AUGs. Um, and I'm like, oh, what's this in the trigger pack? It's like, oh, that's the drop safety. That's
Mhm.
basically a counterweight, so that if it gets dropped, that prevents the trigger mechanism from the mass of the trigger, because there's push rods and all that bit that's countering that mass. It's like, you want to make sure that crap works. There's safety features in a firearm, so I would say, one, know how your firearm works. It's not everything is safe like a Glock. Not everything is drop safe like a Glock.
Yeah.
You can still go buy a firearm with a floating firing pin and just hope that it's drop safe, and it isn't. Or just you think like, oh, or if you go to the store and buy a brand new gun today, it's going to be drop safe. That may not be the case. So know exactly what you're buying.
The reason that Glocks and similar, not all, similar striker fire designs are drop safe is because there is a literal steel barrel like this in front of the striker that until it's
Mm-hmm.
moved, it cannot pass into it,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Yep.
it could drop 1,000 times at whatever
Mm-hmm.
force you desire,
Mm-hmm.
enough force to literally shear the plastic off of like to destroy the frame, right? And it's going to only be able to hit that steel until it lines up. And the only way that that lines up is by pulling the trigger. And with the trigger, the shark fin pulls up and the
Mm-hmm.
shark fin pushes up on that and then allows the striker to pass through. And there we go for all the memes that people are going to make memes out of that. There you go. Um,
Where's Man Against the Masses? So I saw a comment here, Lightning Scott, you probably should read. You might have to scroll up.
yes, Grand Thumb pretty much proved it. He didn't have a single striker fire go off, but every 1911 did. Yeah, this is true. Well, a 2011 and an Ed Brown 1911 went off. And yeah, that's look, a lot of dudes are moving to appendix carry 2011s and similar guns and some of the 70 series. Look, if you look at a 2011, um, the lemon squeezer beaver tail safety is only a safety to keep the trigger from being pulled without the gun being gripped. Okay. The manual safety, the slide lock safety on the side, is only a safety to keep the trigger from being pulled and to keep the slide locked from, not being operated, one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
if if there is a floating firing pin, if it falls and there is enough inertia, that can freely move up and down and could strike a primer and go off. And that has been proven long before Garand Thumb's video. Long before. We're talking about a century of that being proven. Um, and dude, a lot of dudes are carrying them in their waistband, cocked and locked. And if you take a tumble, even if you have it untouched, locked and loaded, safety on, in a level 3 Safari Land on a drop leg holster, if you take a tumble at the right velocity, it absolutely can go off. And I'm not just trying to, talk smack about 1911s and 2011s. I'm a lot of these things have been addressed over the years. I'm just saying that it's just a system that has some challenges with the 70 series specifically. But again, and I don't want to shit on, oh, these manufacturers or these or oh the SIG 320 or whatever. I mean, this is just we all know SIG 320s go off just on their own. They don't need
There's
any
video.
stuff.
There's video of that.
Yeah. um I'm I think, we're done with that topic, but I just wanted to bring it up because it was important to me that people knew to defend, our friend who unfortunately is no longer here to defend himself, that we told you guys the truth. And, I asked Jonah's sister Sabrina if it was okay that we tell the truth, and she said yes. Just asked to not make it very graphic, which is, I believe that we did an adequate job of that. And I just want to, respect the family. We do have service information for those of you that also cared for and love Jonah, and the service is going to be tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. in North Carolina. I know that is very short notice for some of you guys that may not have known. But if any of you guys are looking for that information, reach out to myself or Rich, and we can make sure we get it to you. So
Now they're also going to be sitting Shiva. So I don't know if the group is familiar with Jewish tradition, which it's actually kind of a nice thing. So I believe it's for 7 days that they will. I'm assuming probably at the parents' house. They'll probably sit and have guests come over, and typically people bring food. So for a week they don't have to worry about any kind of food or anything like that. And
yeah,
more Hasidic roles, they would have prayer and all that bit, but either more modern. I've never been to a Shiva call where people are praying. So the more Americanized ways, people just sit and talk, and it's kind of pleasant. It's a nice. You're with people and friends and stuff like that.
So just so you guys know, obviously Jonah was Jewish. We used to joke around with him. He would joke around just as much about him being Jewish, but they don't wait to bury their loved ones. Usually within 3 days, they're not waiting. So just so you know why, because clearly me saying it at midnight tonight that the service is tomorrow, but we didn't learn until today that the service was tomorrow. So
Yeah.
we weren't just sitting on this info. Vanessa Kitty brought up a very good point. She said mine have not gone off like yet, but that doesn't mean that they never will. Rounds go off if you drop them too without a gun. 100%, absolutely. The now around discharging outside of the confinement of a barrel is very different, but yes, absolutely, rounds, it is an impact point, right? There's tiny little explosives, so yes, absolutely, 100% spot on. So we were going to talk about some other stuff too. Look, it's really hard to transition out of a topic like this, man. Jonah, we miss you and love you, and man, I'll tell you, he made a big impact on me. I know he made a big impact on you and others. And dude, Jonah came in and saved my ass when my business was shut down. I was literally targeted and attacked, and my business was shut down. Shopify totally shut me down, likely because of the stuff with NBC4. And Jonah came to the rescue, and he helped me completely build my website. So DLD Hardware is here today because of Jonah. The reason I have a beard like this is because of Jonah. Like we spent countless hours like FaceTiming and calling and talking to each other. Like, his weirdo behind would call me, FaceTime me like with no shirt on and stuff. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? But like we would talk about, like, I'd be like, hold on, is my beard too low? Like, he's like, dude, you can't have your beard like here. You need to bring it down all the way to here. Otherwise, you look like Rick Ross or something like that. He's like, you need to bring it down further to your neck. And I was like, but hold on, isn't that like a neck beard? Isn't that like a thing? He's like, no, neck beards is when it goes all the way down to your chest. Like he's a goofball. But I told you guys, I was like, man, I'm tired of the beard. I'm literally about to chop it off. And as corny as it sounds, it reminds me of Jonah. So I don't want to chop it off right now. So showing love to Jonah. I'm going to, if you're cool with it, play a quick video and just show some love to remember Jonah. Jonah with Big Mac
Custom
defense. I was saying defense.
Is that what you're about to say?
You disagree. I don't say anything like that. Firearm. So Jonah with Big Mac. I'm starting it over. Defense. I was saying defense.
Is that what you're about to say?
You disagree. I don't say anything like that. Firearm. So oh, should I put my helmet on too? Dang it!
Got goon beam fire.
Oh, dude,
shine it at the camera, but close my eyes.
My helmet is actually downstairs.
Oh, so Jesus!
Wow,
that was
dude.
infrared, by the way.
First off, thank you for coming on. Madam asks, did Jonah's dog just take a dump?
He wouldn't, because he'd die.
That
kidney. I'm like, dude, no.
He asked me the same thing.
I want it free though. How is Rich more Jewish than I am?
I wish I knew. It's one of the 7 wonders of the world.
I thought you would like that.
Guide rod, and they were like, "Man, I need
I'm a
that."
swole old dude. Buy
Yeah.
my stuff. Look at my arm veins.
Look at my
Every
forehead
video,
vein.
dude. He's wearing like an extra schmedium shirt.
I know. No.
I'm Lenny McGill. Buy my
Oh,
Glocks.
dude, it's terrible. It's
Buy
hilarious.
this Chinese-made Glock trigger that I Cerakoted blue for you.
Anyway, without further ado, I bring to you the most important Jew. What it do? Big Mac Defense, my man Jonah. What's
Wait,
up?
who's the most important Jew? When are we adding him?
We could say you for now. And I would always say that the most important Jew is Jesus, but I think you would disagree.
Is that what you're about to say?
You disagree. I don't say anything like that. No. All joking aside, Jonah, I appreciate you being here, man. You've also been incredibly supportive, and for all the folks here that may not know you or who you are, may have not had the pleasure of meeting you yet, do me a favor and just let them know who you are, what you do, and where they can find you.
Yeah, I'm Jonah. I own Big Mac Defense. I'm just a lowly IT guy who wanted to do gun stuff, and it's fun.
Heyo.
Yeah, and honestly, shout out to a lot of your channel members, dude. You guys have been going crazy with suppressors. What did he say? Drew in Oregon.
Yeah.
I just shipped him, what was it, 2 Huxworks?
To his FFL.
Yes, of course. I shipped out like 4 suppressors today. They're going out quicker than I could get them in. But yeah, I sell night vision, thermal, suppressors, guns, optics, literally everything firearm related. Goon beam stuff, which I know you sell too.
No.
I'm Lenny McGill. Buy my
I know.
Glocks.
We joke around a lot, we mess around a lot, but for real, everything you've done for me, for all the homies, it means a lot to me. And if we all support each other and we all help each other grow, then we're all going to continuously elevate. You know what I'm saying? So what's the best way that people can support you?
Just let me know if you need anything, man. It's easy. If you're looking for parts, pieces, optics, whatever, just let me know. Local arms dealer,
Nice.
Big
Dude.
Mac, and then blood type. And these are all it's all IR reflective. This is where DLD interviewed me.
Yeah, that was the first one ever.
He kept asking me my age, wanted to see my driver's license.
I spent way more time there than I thought I was going to. With Big Mac Defense, guys, make sure you show him some love. Jonah is one of the homies, super helpful, super awesome, and he's committed his entire business to helping people. Appreciate you, Jonah. Thank you so much, man.
Have a good night, guys.
All right, brother. You too. I just wanted to show that real quick. Just to kind of be as a reminder for who he was. He's a funny, goofy dude that was taken way too soon, and just all around a great person, man. He cared about everybody. He would literally call like the homies and be like, "Hey, I got this $2,000 thing, but I got it for $1,300. I'll sell it to you for $1,350 if you want it." Before I go post it out there to actually make money, I figured I should offer it to you for like nothing first. He cared a lot. I know that's something simple, stupid, and worldly, but it's just that's a testament to his character. He just cared more about people and friends and family than stupid money. So as we before we transition on that topic, I just want to say, Jonah, we miss you, we love you, and you're certainly still here with us in many ways. So thank you. And now let's break a little bit of this up on the transition, because there's no good way to transition out of a topic like this.
This shit's gonna blow up.
No, it won't blow.
All right, for sure.
All right, now thank you all for tuning in and keeping it, serious and keeping it respectful. We really appreciate it. I really appreciate it, and I know the family does too. So thank you. Um, before we jump into the other topics, you had something specific that you wanted to bring up. Something about MTG.
Yeah. So right now, what they're saying is the all right. So we have to understand the way things work. So Matt Gaetz was accused of like being with underage girls, and it turns out.
Hold on. I thought his account was hacked.
Well, all right.
Just kidding. I'm joking.
So he was accused of being with underage girls. So if you, I mean, I forgot most of this story, but legit, people that were blackmailing him went to jail. So it's one of those stories where it's like, if you start making fishy accusations about somebody and plaid or flannel or something like that, and
Someone that's helped like 9 families.
so you might be, there might be some truth to that, but
9 families? That's a lot.
legit, there's people in jail now for attempting to blackmail him. So apparently the House was going to come out with an ethics report on him, but he resigned because Trump wants to make him AG. So therefore, the ethics report will never be released because he is no longer a congressman and there's no reason to have that report. Now, he was never charged criminally with any, bad behavior or criminal activity. And I'm not defending the guy. If it sounds like I am, I'm not. I'm just saying, hey, if he's done criminal crap, throw him in jail.
Mhm.
I'm all in on that. Now,
as long as he is, given
due process, yeah, all that.
that's right.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know the guy. I have no reason to trust him or believe him or anything like that. And that's just most people on the planet.
Practical
So
Rifleman, welcome.
now he resigned. There's no reason for the report to come out, but lo and behold, somehow it was hacked. And the report is apparently in the hands of the New York Times. Now, mind you, when there was hacked information about Hunter Biden's laptop, which was Russian hacking, supposedly,
Apparently, Hey Luan's Twitter was hacked as well.
the all of these news agencies decided not to disseminate the information about Hunter Biden's laptop because it was hacked information as opposed to being authenticated real information, and the FBI knew a year before that happened. But whatever. And then 61 intelligence people that were either former or retired or whatever active all signed a letter saying this is exactly what Russian disinformation would look like.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
And all of those a-holes are going to be losing their security clearance.
Don't pay attention to all of those flyers trying to attract people to the Capitol on January 6th that all look like Chinese CCP like billboards. Don't pay attention to any of that.
So Marjorie Taylor Greene said, if this gets released, she's like, you think Epstein's client list is a big deal? She's like, I'll release all of the information about all of the congressmen and senators that have had to pay hush money. And if you don't know this, this is one of these like, oh my effing G.
So hold on. Before you say it, everyone in here right now, we got like 70 people in here. What Rich is about to say is 100% factual, verified, absolutely true. So you need to listen with both of your ears right now to understand this. And some of you probably already know, but sorry, please, Rich, go ahead.
So there is a congressional slush fund to pay off people. They will enter into an NDA and they
With
will
your
get
money.
a
With your money.
fat effing check to STFU. So congressmen, senators are doing illegal-ish with the other, or well, whatever gender, it doesn't matter.
Well, also not even just illegal. In some cases illegal, and in some cases just deplorable, you know, sexual things that they don't want out there. So they have a literal slush fund of taxpayer dollars on the record. Well,
So how many felonies is Trump convicted of? Is it 47, 34, 43? Or it doesn't matter.
30,
They're all the same.
34 adjudicated rape, all the stuff that you hear.
Well, so this is for a bookkeeping error about paying Stormy Daniels. Now, again,
Stifler, thank you, brother. Thank you, Stifler.
I'm doing the bookkeeping error in quotes because
It always happens.
I'm doing the bookkeeping error in quotes because it's all a matter of opinion. It's not, clear cut. And this happened. Oh gosh, what was the guy's name? He ran for president also, Democrat, and they did the same thing to him. He legit had an affair and a baby with a woman, and in that instance, they used campaign funds, which would have been worse. Well, it was donors took care of silencing the mommy. John Edwards. Anyhow,
Johnny
so
boy.
believe it or not, the magic that they used to conjure up felonies to charge Trump is crap that goes on in DC every single day.
But
And they're
way
writing
worse.
fat checks with our money to shut the people up.
Yeah. Way worse. Not just way worse. Not just sexual deviancy. Like we're talking like literal criminal acts. Yeah, DWI, Dewey, grapes, DV, domestical, Valencia, all that stuff. Raise the value of the other money. Real scumbag stuff. That's right. Yes, sir. I'm trying to keep it clean. I'm doing my best. See how I said real scumbag stuff there. See, I'm working on it. It. Animal abuse. What? But probably
that's a whole nother level.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
So yeah,
So she's gonna. So okay, what you're saying? Marjorie Taylor Greene would dox everyone on that list and everyone that they've paid out and the amounts and all that stuff and
that's what she's saying.
The alleged crimes.
Yes, that's what she's saying.
If you can sum that up in one word, what would you say?
Hypocrites.
Oh yeah, of course.
Or fair play. I mean,
well, for her to be willing to put that info out.
Balls.
I was going to say a different B word. Based. In my opinion, that's super based. I just,
Dude, so here's the thing that I'm so excited about. Who was Trump's first AG? That guy was awful. He was a good senator, but he was awful. Yeah, I know somebody in the chat's going to beat me too. I was going to Google it up. And I forget, he was like senator from South Carolina or something like that. And I thought he'd be a really good guy. And
Senator Kennedy killed a girl while drunk and it got swept under the rug. Whoa. The
Well,
algorithm
was
decided
he
to leave.
center? Yeah, maybe
Sessions?
Sessions. Yeah, Sessions. I was like the worst AG on the planet. Um,
Ugh.
yeah. So Sessions was horrific, and because Sessions,
Nothing wrong with a good old donkey show. Ugh. Did you see that reel I sent you of the cheeseburger?
oh yes, yes,
Oh, dude. Did somebody like that?
don't.
That was not real. Just so you know,
All
that
right.
was not real.
So yeah, Jeff Sessions, because Jeff Sessions had no frickin' spine. General Flynn got dragged through the mud for like years of his life, and pretty much had his life ruined. So that was a whole. And believe it or not, I forget is Chappaquiddick. Which island is it, Nantucket or Martha's Vineyard? But I was like eating lunch and I'm like, huh, what's that broken bridge there? It was the Chappaquiddick Bridge.
Oh, no way.
Yes.
Dang. That's crazy.
What is that?
Oof. Yikes.
So for those of you that don't know, I forget, it was Ted Kennedy and his secretary. There was speculation that she was pregnant, and he was in a convertible Oldsmobile going over the Chappaquiddick Bridge, and he was drunk, and he went off the edge, and somehow he was able to swim. He claims he dove down several times to try and get Mary Jo Kopechne out of the car, but was unable to do so. And like, he sobered up, he walked by a number of houses, went back to his hotel, sobered up, took the ferry back, and after talking to his attorneys, he made a police report like later the next day.
With her still under the water, I'd imagine.
Yes. And
Yikes.
I'm assuming her family got paid off pretty damn good, because they cremated the body and
Oof. Man. Never heard about that again, right? Is it a drawbridge? Says
yeah, you have to
the
draw
chef
it.
of sandwiches. You have to draw it. Let's see. Callie Pepper, good to see you. Good evening. Fun stuff happening in Europe. Ukraine fires ATACMs into Russia, and Putin lowers nuclear threshold. That's a headline. So interesting thing. The first place that I saw anyone talking about the happenings over there on that side of the globe. The first place I saw reporting on it?
I don't know, CNN.
He's probably going live in 5 minutes. Black Scout Survival was the first place. I mean, it was like 3 days ago, maybe more. Honestly, I don't want to misspeak. It was days. It was like a day or two before the information was out there. DJ, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Imagine anyone. That's what I'm saying. Scoot, good to see you, bro. Scoot says, imagine any one of us doing that. Dude, your life would immediately be over. They are immune to actual accountability. Does not happen. If they get in trouble, they literally have cleanup crews. Okay, so if you've ever seen like shows like Ray Donovan and these stories about where these guys are like cleanup guys that basically go fix problems and go pay people off and beat people up and all that. There's a reason that those stories and movies and miniseries and all this stuff, there's a reason that those stories exist. That stuff is real AF. Trust me. Trust me, bro. Cool story. Anyway, wasn't there something else we were going to touch on as well?
Well, I mean, of course, the HIMARS going off is a big deal.
The what?
The Ukrainians launching HIMARS into Russia and
probably
killing North Koreans.
Yeah, that's an important thing. Okay, so how close do you think that actually brings us to a serious conflict?
Well, being that Putin said, "Hey, if anybody's supplying a country with arms and we get hit with those arms and they're a nuclear
Mhm.
power, we may respond with nuclear weapons."
Dude, straight up, we have been looking them in the face and been very openly, like not like behind their back, supplying lethal aid of the absolute worst kind. I mean, to them, to Russians, to Ukraine, and I can't believe it's taken this
Oh,
long for things to escalate to this degree.
so yeah, the bad part is Putin's been like, "Hey, it was ATACMS." Okay. Uh, Putin's like,
Hold
"Well,
on.
if they join NATO, if this, if that, Poland joined NATO." It's Putin's been drawing the red line over and over and over and over again.
And moving it as well. Volker Rumble says, Rich, there were 4 people in the car. Stop making stuff up now. It was a campaigning trip. That is adorable. Sorry, please continue.
Yeah. So Putin multiple times has drawn the red line and said, "Hey, this is wrong. I'm not going to take it anymore."
Yeah.
And why would sniffy Joe Biden, 60 days before he's walking? I mean, I don't know if everybody remembers. I gotta find the clip. It's the original TV show La Femme Nikita, and they're playing like rock music, and she's walking away from the building. She goes like this, and then just flames burst out from the building as she's just kind of casually walking out.
Mm, yeah. Because
And
cool people don't look at explosions.
that's what Joe Biden is doing. I'm like, what the fudge, dude?
Walking
You
away
don't
with,
authorize them to strike deep within Russia.
yeah.
Uh,
Look, I think this is terrible, and I think that what I've learned from Putin is that if he says he is going to do something, it'll be on his own timeline. But he has shown that he is willing to do the things that he says. For an example, so by the way, Joe Q says HIMARS is the system. The rocket was the TACAM, 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 Rock'em Tack'em robots. So, okay. In the past, Putin said several times, if you keep expanding um,
NATO.
NATO, thank you. If you keep expanding NATO, then we're going to be forced to react. You're going to force us to react just to protect our nation. Continues to happen. If you continue even having conversations about expanding NATO in this area, you're going to have some problems. Then he finally says, hey, if you
Ooh.
continue expanding NATO in this direction, then we are going to annex Crimea and invade Ukraine. Scott Ritter stands up in like 2010 in that televised, whatever it was, congressional Senate hearing. What I don't know what it was, but it was some political stuff that I didn't care about 15 years ago. And he stands up and he's like, "Hey, if we don't stop this, Russia is going to annex Crimea and invade Ukraine." And then it continues happening. And then he constantly said, if you don't stop, I am going to. What happens? We don't stop. These things continue. What does he do? Annex Crimea, invade Ukraine. We have war. It's just that's what we did, So if he's saying, hey, I'm going to do X, I would say it's probably a safe bet to believe him because he has a track record. He's also a liar, right? Like in any of these politicians are all liars. But I would say believe him. That's just my 2 cents. Black Diamond Guns of Gear, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Also,
Josh.
Memba. He says burning it down on the way out, or wanting to put the country in martial law, so the turning of powers to Trump can't take place. Woof. Yeah. Don't underestimate Putin. Old school KGB. Absolutely. Yeah.
Mhm.
In play. Escalation by the U.S. 100%. We have literally been like funding the bully, right? I'm not saying I'm not okay. I'm not picking sides or anything here, right? I could not care less about. I mean, in some ways, it's related to the United States, but let's just say that I care not 1% about either side. Let's just say that you have two people fighting, and the United States is like throwing they throw a knife to one of the guys, and they're like, "Yo, you're helping him." They're like, "Well, technically, he paid for the knife through this, like whatever, right?" Then they find their way to weasel with their words through, like, I mean, it's not really help. Then they toss him some brass knuckles. Like, dude, you're clearly helping this guy. It's like, no, I mean, we owed him the brass knuckles from hours ago. We just forgot to give them to him. And it's like, here, by the way, here's a handgun. Here's like, clearly you are providing this individual with lethal aid. Like, can we stop? This is a little unfair. I would say that, like, it would be fair to be attacked. Obviously, I don't want it. I think it's terrible. And I would attack us if I were them. Is that bad to say? Good old proxy wars. Absolutely. Putin hates the ATF too. Wow. Yeah, this is the broken bottle in the ring. Yeah. Comment deleted. What comment? Dude, trash warmongers. Dude, the warmongers are. I don't know if that'll ever change.
But So is this one of these things that when the announcement is, the election is determined that Trump is the winner, boom, the stock market rallies. Hamas is like, hey, baby, we want to do peace type stuffy. Everybody starts like, getting their shit together. Like, Trump can be a real badass. Maybe we don't want to be on the find out part of that.
Correct. I want to find this picture that
And I'm like, is it just perfect that Biden is like, maybe we make it more effed up for Trump because you don't want to have him have a good presidency,
Dang it, I can't find the picture. There's a picture of like rows and rows and rows of people shredding like metric F tons of documents, right? Like,
Oh yes,
waist high.
I've
And
seen that meme.
it says every 3-letter agency until January 20th. Dude, I mean, think about it. They're shaking in their boots. They don't want that smoke. Israel has F-16s. Palestine has rocks and sticks.
Israel has F-35s, F-15s, F-16s. Yes.
Yeah. Callie Pepper says purely for war money, dude. Absolutely. That they want this. That is their business. That is their business. What happens when a politician takes Viagra? They get taller because they're dicks, I think. They don't wear boots. They wear loafers. Cook the bear. Exactly. Yeah. Doesn't Israel have 4 5th gen fighters, also F-35? Yeah, I think that's what Rich was saying. Anthony Smith, brother, great to see you. If Trump is busy putting out fires around the world, he can't spend as much time investigating elected officials. Woo, man.
Wow.
It's almost like they want to take out a generation or two. Dude, you ain't lying. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Look, the most important thing that we can do, obviously, get right with God. I'm going to say that every single time, every single opportunity I get, I encourage you guys to get right with God. If anything that we've learned from today is, you never know, right? There is no guarantee. And it's important that we get right with our families and get right with God. But also, while we are here on this earth, it's important that we prepare in every single possible way that we can as well, meaning making sure that you are on point. If I'm just saying, from a preparation standpoint, with water, food, shelter, security. If you're in a position where you have land, boy, I would be making that as self-sufficient as absolutely possible. I would be going ham. I don't currently have land, so I have to make do in a townhouse with, becoming as self-sufficient as you can possibly be in a townhouse. But anyway, dude, look, Rich, the gun of my dreams. I told you, my unicorn gun that I've been wanting forever.
You've wanted an A10 also?
Oh, I would love that, but one that I can actually purchase. So I'll be honest. It's not actually the unicorn gun of my dreams, but it is the unicorn gun of my dreams that I can afford. Well, actually, I can't really afford it right now. But anyway, hear me out. So the two things that I absolutely need before the world ends. I need another Geisley Super Duty upper, 10.3, 11.5, 12.5, just something smaller than the 14.5 pin and weld. So that's what I need. Hopefully Black Friday they're like $12, and then I can buy an OD green upper. But aside from that, the one gun that I have never shot a handgun more accurately than I have shot the Shadow Systems DR920P, like Papa. It is a Glock 34 sized. Here, let me see. I'll actually share a picture with you guys. It is a Glock 34 sized Shadow Systems, but the reason that this is especially cool is because it's really more like a 17 frame with a 19 slide with a big built-in compensator that brings it to about the size of a Glock 34. Now, the other cool piece is that they actually bring the front sight all the way out to the compensator, so it gives you more sight radius and better accuracy. Now look how absolutely gorgeous this thing is. Bam. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Shadow Systems is excellent. I love mine. The first 2,000 rounds I put through it, no cleaning, no oil, no maintenance, no nothing. It's been great. Aside from that one little hiccup where I think there was a piece of brass or projectile or something in the gun, but that got, taken apart, put back together. It's totally fine. This gun, I can literally put rounds in the same flipping hole. I can just shoot through the same hole if I wanted to. It is insanity. This gun is $1,099 in almost every single place that you look. However, I found one that was previously owned and not used very much. It doesn't even have that, single scratch that you get when you start running a Glock. You get that one scratch on the barrel hood, on the hood of the barrel. Well, this one is on Gunbroker for $700. DLD that looks almost like a race gun. It kind of has that vibe, but it is an excellent self-defense gun, house gun. I would inside the waistband appendix carry that mofo. Is the front sight on the comp? Yes. So you need to see this system. It is crazy. These dudes, man, at Shadow Systems are putting out some stuff. Their new system, the compensator literally latches on. It's nuts. It's just one latch, and you just do a quarter turn and pull it off. It's incredible. This thing is like the dream gun that I can afford, the gun that I can actually shoot stupid accurate, and it is still something that takes Glock mags. So I definitely need this. But I'm like, if I'm going to generate the cash needed for something like this, I need to sell some things. So I was thinking, what could I sell of mine for $700 to get this? And then I started racking my brain. Dude, I may sell a couple things just so I could be able to get this, for this to be the new carry gun, which is kind of sell a kidney. That would be way more. Dude, $700 is a great price. These
sell
are
knives.
Knives, yes. I'll continue selling knives, but we're not at a point where I can just, pull $700 out of the Definition Knives account or anything. All right. Look at that. DefinitionKnives.com. We could actually say that this live stream is sponsored by Definition Knives.
Oh,
Go
wait.
check it
And
out.
by the way, there's a Black Friday sale.
There is.
There's a White Thursday also.
Yeah.
So we're equal opportunity.
And a Clear Friday? A Red Friday?
No, it's Yellow Saturday.
But it's... Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. So it's White Thursday, Black Friday,
and Yellow Saturday.
Why is it yellow?
No reason.
It should be red.
Red? Okay.
Because it's after Thanksgiving when all those Navajos were slain.
Ooh.
I'm just kidding. Any Black Friday hoodie deals? There's no hoodie deals. I'll see if I can go in and adjust. I'm sure I could probably adjust it somehow, but there's like the way that my merch is, it is so expensive. Like I really don't like make anything.
I don't even have a hoodie.
That's true. I bought mine. just so y'all know, like I purchased mine. I wish I could flex and get a whole bunch of
No, I designed the hoodie.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know what? Maybe one day I'll buy you one too. Even like all the shirts that we got, like those are all paid for. Like we have to purchase them. Rich, you get a cape. That's funny. That is indeed a 50.
So,
you know what I would want more?
Was asking about the 50 BMG from Safety Harbor Firearms behind me.
I think I would rather have this than a 50 BMG. Is that? I'm just kidding.
I have the 50 BMG because politicians don't want me to.
Oh, stop! You have that because you can.
I'm compensating. I'm like,
You have it because you can crack noggins 2,000 yards away if you wanted to.
And vehicles.
And other things that I should not say that I was just about to say. We're just trying to level the
what armor?
We're just trying to level the playing field. I'm just
Tannery dogs controlled by AI.
Unfortunately, the round passed through both plates and 4 of his friends.
Front and back.
Sorry, bad joke. Are those level 4 plates? It's so funny. Like people don't realize that 5.56 doesn't go through level 4 plates. Some AP rounds will get. Well, you guys do your own research. All right, you'll find out lots of cool stuff. Yes, Definition Knives will be doing some sales, and then also we got to do the giveaways too. It's just look.
In case anybody is wondering, this is exactly how all of our conversations go.
What do you mean? We don't talk. I'm just kidding. Yes, I mean. We don't talk. We just babble all over the place, and we bounce back and forth. We're like, "Oh, we need to do this. Should we do this? Ooh, we should do this." And then it's, we totally get off track of what we're supposed to do. 20 millimeter is greater than 50 BMG.
And then Dark sees a MILF at the supermarket.
Dude, don't tempt me right now, dude.
Where was I? I was all right. So the supermarket by me is not the MILF supermarket when I lived in town. Wow.
That's it?
Yeah.
Are you gonna was there an interaction? Are you gonna talk about what she looked like? Or are you
saying no, I'm saying it was like Eye Candy City. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It was Eye Candy City. Lynchpin Supply. What up? Someone put a 17 HMR into a neck down 5.56 casing and it went 5,000 feet.
Oh yeah, that was KK.
Dang. Hold on.
Yeah,
17 HMR. Oh, okay. Not a casing, a 17 HMR projectile in a 5.56 casing, and it went 5,000. So I believe that because 223 Like the 40 grain 223s are going like 4,700 feet per second out of a 20-inch barrel, and that's just like standard 40 grain 223s. If you get some of like the black tip, not armor piercing, they're polymer tips, the black tip 40 grain and 45 grain Winchester 223, that stuff is spicy, bro. Crazy spicy. KT did it. I'm no patriot. I've never done patriotic shit, right? It's so funny. Everyone calls themselves a patriot. It's like somebody walk around and be like, I'm a hero. I'm a hero. I'm a hero. It's like, what? Like, no, a patriot is something that someone else dubs you for doing patriotic things. Like, come on. You could say that you're patriotic, as in like, I love the United States. I'm patriotic, you know? Flying Rich, aren't we all a little short in one form or another? I've been wanting to build a 50 myself, but the barrels alone are expensive as hell.
So
Dude.
I just dropped a link to my YouTube video about what that build costs as it sits there. And all I got to say is Safety Harbor Firearms for the win. And that is a 29-inch barrel.
It is hands down. There is no better option for a 50 BMG than Safety Harbor Firearms with the SHTF 50. Straight up.
Yeah, and actually, it's a 2 serial number firearm. Both the lower and the upper are serialized,
which is so whack. Yeah, it's so whack. Like the only situation, other than a couple other that are just like that, where the ATF says the lower is a firearm and the upper is a firearm. Like, what? How could they do that, and how could that be okay? And without Walt with Safety Harbor Firearms, which by the way has some of the best hoodies in the business, you think my hoodies?
Dude, I threw that on the other day. Like it was just about 70 outside, and the AC came on, and it was just like, whoa!
Man, 70, that's freezing.
Oh, damn right, yeah. I mean, I think it's going to go below 60. They're going to call the National Guard out and all that.
Yeah, Rich literally said if it goes below 60 degrees in Florida, that they mobilize the National Guard.
They set up heating stations, heating tents.
Start handing out like those shiny blankets to people and stuff.
Yeah, the thermal blankets, the chemical warmers.
Dude, I remember seeing people, like I'd be out in shorts and a t-shirt, or like jeans and a t-shirt, and seeing people in like Uggs with hoodies. And so I'm like, dude, it's like 68 degrees. That is literally the temperature that my house is.
Oh yeah, dark keeps the place cold.
Dude, that's what I mean, because at that time it was hot. The outside was hot. I want the inside cold.
Dude, I was there in February. It was cold. It was still cold in February.
February is not cold.
No, in your house, I mean.
November, December, like it was not cold. It's funny, my watch is telling me to stand up. I've been standing up for hours.
My watch stopped telling me to stand up.
Dude, yes, the Safety Harbor Firearms 50 is crazy affordable for a 50 BMG.
Well, we can't tell them all the details.
Of course not. We're just saying the Safety Harbor Firearms 50 is a great deal. That's all. Speaking of great deals, guys, I just can't take my eyes off of this Fat Tac. Look at that. This is a Fat Tac
have
holster.
To share because there's a number of products here that I really like.
Smells good too. Smells like like an opiate den.
The compact entry stock or brace, depending on how you do your paperwork, is a phenomenal product. Oh, the rain hoodie. Dude, it's $35. I think I paid more than that. I'm pretty sure I paid more than that for mine.
Let me see. What?
$35.
$35, dude. That was almost $100.
I got like a t-shirt, which I did some bleach in the pool and effed it up.
Dude, that has got to be an error. $35. It was $95.
So I actually have, so I've got the lower out of stock. Oh my gosh. So this is a dedicated lower. It's not, you can use an AR-15 lower. You got to replace the fire control group.
Dude, I don't think we can do this stuff.
We can't talk about
The
this.
thing. Um,
We can't tell them,
yeah, I mean, you could absolutely go for a hoodie. You can go to Safety Harbor,
Oh, okay.
and the dude, a $95 hoodie, and that hoodie, dude, that's crazy
nice.
for $35.
I love the material.
Okay, so for you guys out there that love Milsurp, if you are a military surplus dude, this is the hoodie for you. It is a German rain camo. It's got the neck button, like the old German uniforms, and the kangaroo hoodie pocket is actually got cargo flaps. So it's cool, it's modern, it's like extremely warm and comfortable, but it's also like a little oversized. So depending on your size, you may want to keep that in mind. But it's like a hoodie you could just disappear in, but it's got that military surplus look to it. It's got the milsurp look to it. I love it, man. When it's like super cold and it's finally getting like super cold out here, that with a vest thrown over it, like a non-ballistic vest, like a regular vest. That's my ish. Of course, DJ Strict Tarn. I didn't know that that's actually what the rain camo is. And shout out to Drew. Oh, Drew, there he is. Drew. It's thick and awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I paid more than $35 for mine.
Dude, they were $95. Oh, Scoot says he got his for $35. Dude, that's nuts. That's crazy.
In
So
Walt's
Drew,
friend.
yeah. Dude, so Drew actually got me a magazine in the Strict Tarn, I guess it is.
Oh, cool.
The German rain camo. And shout out to Drew, man. I appreciate all the stuff you've done for me, man. You are incredible.
Oh, fudge.
And it fits the Geisley OD green lower perfectly.
I didn't realize there's been something in the background of my video the whole time here.
What do you mean?
I don't want to talk about it.
You want me to pull you out?
Yeah, there's been something I'm not supposed to show.
You should probably not bring. You could have said, "Hold on for a sec," and then just stop, because now everyone can just roll back and look.
I don't know if they'll be able to figure it out. But if I move it now, then they're gonna know. So hold on, let's see. Maybe
well, just so you know, I knew, because I know what to look for. Breast.
Let's see. Okay, yeah. All right, now we're good.
Yeah. Did you tumble any brass lately? We just know these things. Actually, keep them busy for a quick sec.
I got to keep them busy. So, in case you guys don't know,
this is on my wish list. I just want to.
I might just buy that.
If you're looking for, you don't know what website it's on.
Gun
if you're
broker.
looking for a Christmas gift, maybe I should start a GoFundMe for
Gun Broker
DR920p shadow system. It's actually on Arms List.
Arms List.
Don't go on Arms List. Arms List. Yeah, actually, you have to pay to be on Arms List now.
.com. Ooh, what do we got here? Oh my gosh, terms of use. By checking this box, I'm accepting. Oh, and in case you're wondering, they were calling Trump Hitler for the last 6 months at least, and there's actual black and white footage of Hitler doing the Trump dance, which I guess makes it the Hitler dance. So in case you guys don't know, Walt from Safety Harbor Firearms, myself, Dark, Crump, and Joe. Is Joe from Safety Harbor Firearms if he works there and doesn't own the place? I mean, Walt and Peggy are Safety Harbor Firearms because they own the place. Anyhow, Anderson, Kyle Wade, if he's still here or if he just jumped in and said hi, he didn't reply to my text. unless I text his office phone and did that F up again. Anyhow, the 5 of us are doing an Anderson big bore build. Now, I think the least amount of the definition of what an Anderson big bore build is pretty much anything bigger than 5.56. But I'm doing mine on the AR-10 platform. I actually have it ready to assemble. And as far as I know, Dark is still buying parts for his build. And we agreed on, like, there were 2 main rules on what we agreed on for the Anderson big bore build was, one, like, you had to build it yourself.
Yeah, that rule was for Rich.
And 2, that it had to be done by December 10th.
Also for Rich. It's the 15th, by the way.
Which Joe...
Seriously, it actually is. So I reached out to Kyle too and confirmed it. It is indeed the 15th.
So Joe was asking us if we could extend the date past the 10th. Oh, look at you.
Okay, so I just got to show some love real quick. Let me make sure like my vehicle registration isn't sitting out. Oh man, look at that. Look at these titties. Okay,
Did you
so
drive around with that when the cops stop you? Oh, the cops don't stop you anymore.
They don't stop me anymore. I got my windshield fixed. I got my tags fixed. I got my inspections. I got all that.
Just need a spare tire and you'll be set.
Do you know how many mags I can roll with this
15.
linchpin supply?
15.
So most chest rigs have 3.
I know it's 12,
4, 6, or whatever. This holds 12 magazines.
AK or AR.
AK or AR, 3, 6, 9, 12 magazines. And it gives me the ability to hold 15 mags on my person with this in my gun belt. I got 12 in this, dude, and it's padded and it's super comfortable, but it's still like light, and you have so much real estate to still shoulder your reflay. 15 mags, and this is under $100. It is $59, and it's multicam, OD green, FDE. I think linchpin, is it in black too? So 15 mags is 12 in the carrier, and you got a map pouch that you can stick your whole freaking arm in, and you got 2 GP pouches. You can put medical in it or whatever you want. But also, I got 1 on my belt, and then I got 2 in the gun. So that's 15 magazines total. That man, I'm just like, how do you do it? How do you do it, linchpin? So linchpin supply, linchpin.supply will take you here, and it's actually super, like, I could go run. I would actually go like running, jogging,
you gotta
or
put the
whatever.
nods on.
Dude, I would be like stopped so quickly if I was running around with this and nods and
then just run by all your local schools.
Oh, dude, that's a great idea. That's exercise. That is exercise. Got mine. Gonna be trying in over the plates tomorrow. Nice, dude. Hell yeah,
cool.
dude. You're gonna love it, man. This is probably the most comfortable chest rig I've had on in a while. The denim one I got is kind of like a joke, but this is actually super comfortable to roll around like this heavily loaded, and it just still feels like what, you can just even got a big like resting spot right here for your hands.
Or your move. You got
Surefire 60 round. You can also put 40 round P mags in here, AK mags, AR mags, AK 74 mags. What else? What else can you run in here? Subgun mags, dude. I could probably fit 6 MP5 mags per slot. That's 24. No.
You can't math.
Yeah, 24. I'm like,
You're not
hold on.
mathing
Is
well.
this? It's like, is this real? 24 magazines of subgun magazines per Hoosie Doodle. Yeah, dude. This is the way.
Ooh, can you identify what this is?
That looks like a follower for an 8.6 Blackout.
No, 450 Bushmaster.
Oh, really? Why would you print a 450 Bushmaster follower? Oh, for Joe or Walt or something like that.
I can't say.
Well, look, if you look up here, I can't say either. Okay, I can't say either. What I know what you're thinking, right? You're like, dude, what is that weird little thing right there? Can't say. Can't say.
Can't
Let's
say.
just say sometimes I hide Easter eggs back there. All right. Little Debbie cakes. I got a picture of a dude in a war zone wearing it, using it for an M21. What? Dude, that is gangster. Dude, straight up, I still haven't been to the range. I'm sorry. I'm a dirtbag. I have not been able to give like the full review of this that I want. I know some of you guys have already got some. AR-10, let's see. Hold on.
Lynchpin says so 308 capable.
Ah. I didn't want anyone to get mad at me for touching things.
So what I don't like about
308. Actually,
I need one of those.
That's great. Dude, $59. This is the cheapest like usable chest rig.
I'm gonna call Lynchpin and ask him if I trade him my rain hoodie that I wore just once.
You just said you got pool chemicals all over it.
No, that was the t-shirt.
Oh.
I haven't worn the rain hoodie outside. So we're doing the build competition and we're keeping pretty much what we're doing anonymous.
Yes.
So people don't know whose pew is whose, so they don't vote based on
popularity contest.
Popularity kind of thing. Now
when you say anonymous, do you mean that like I should post drone footage of me in my backyard holding my rifle?
So most of us have been sucking at that. Actually, the only one, all right, you and Joe are the only ones. Wait, hold on.
I just told you what I was doing like yesterday.
I have a picture of my gun.
Here, you can show. I won't look. Here, I'll shut my stuff down.
Let's see. You don't want to see the dog's vaccination. Where is? Hold on. I got to scroll back. More dog pictures. Scroll back.
Oh,
holy cow! I had this gun built a while ago. Oh, but here it is. What day is that? This is what it looked like before the transition surgery.
Hold on, let me put you on solo.
Solo, yeah, that's what it looked like before the transition surgery.
Dude, no way. Check this out, dude. Assault, dude.
So that was September 29th. I had my gun operational.
Yeah, but you've changed it quite a bit, haven't you?
Yes.
Exactly.
It's gone through a transition. Oh.
This is Lynchpin's chest rig being worn in a war zone. Dude, that's crazy. That's what's up, man. That's how you know your ish is legit, when dudes are literally rocking it in some shorts and camis. Dude, that's awesome. That's hardcore, Lynchpin. the best 59 doll hairs that you can spend. I wonder, could you fit D60s in here? I'm serious. I think a D60 would be too big. Well, I guess that would be less ammunition. Yeah, because it'd be downgrading from 90 to 60. There'd be a lot of dead space. Yeah, that's Riches is in 8.6 blackout. You said it. You already said it like a million times.
Yeah, I actually got assembly footage of it. Oh my, that's so funny. It totally doesn't look like that.
I couldn't see anything.
Well, this is when I was assembling it.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm excited for the contest, but I don't think anybody is ready for what I'm about to drop on these fools.
So, I think Crump. I don't want to give it away.
So, Robert Ham, I literally just pulled a Surefire 60 rounder out of there that takes up the space that 2 magazines do, and I still have a third magazine in there. So that pocket still holds 90 rounds as if there were 3 mags in it. There's a Surefire 100 round magazine. I don't personally have any experience with the 100 rounders, but I heard that they do get a little choked up from time to time. But the 60 rounders are good to go. Pre-surgery. Sport Brand, bro. Good to see you, man. Hey, man, my guy. Thank you for dropping that link for Lynchpin, man. Lynchpin is a good dude, and Lynchpin does not think that all GWAT vets are outdated trash. So thank you. Appreciate you. I was just searching for the last 30 minutes for a Radian safety pin and found it. Dang. That's what you were doing? All right, let's go ahead and wrap up. I just want to remind all you guys that the Shadow Systems DR920p is on my Christmas apprehension list. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I honestly think that ends in a few days too, so I don't think I can pull it off to excuse me. I would need to sell like a few things.
So, and just so you guys know, there are smoking freaking deals out there. Just pay attention.
Yeah, dude. Look, you and I both got Shadow Systems for under $500. You actually beat me. I got mine for $499, and you got the DR920 for $450.
I think it was $450. Might have been another $50 for shipping, another $20 at the FFL. So it probably was like $520 said and done. But
yeah. Chris Shoemake, what up? Good to see you. Yeah, I look, they're out there. Deals are out there, and I would be, cautious before just dropping full price on something. Actually, everything on my wall right now was either built or purchased at a severe discount, and that is indeed the way.
All right. So last year, BCM uppers blems were $49.99.
Just the stripped uppers.
Stripped upper.
Now, are you saying stripped upper with no forward assist? Like you had to install the forward assist?
No, it came with the parts.
Okay, so forward assist.
You had to. I mean, I hate to say stripped, and you had to build it, but yeah, you had to put the forward assist in.
Okay, so it wasn't totally stripped. It had the forward assist and the dust cover.
Yeah, it wasn't assembled. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it had the dust cover.
The BCM, so that obviously the LWRC lower separate, right? I mean, it's been together the whole time, but LWRC lower, BCM upper, BCM BCG, Colt 10.3-inch barrel, and Midwest Industries handguard, Cyclops 1X from Primary Arms, and also the What is that Fostech Echo binary trigger? Bro, that has been my go-to. I am over 12,000 rounds. I'm actually at about 12,500 rounds to that thing. That thing is a monster. I still have not replaced the bolt BCG. I should probably replace the at least the bolt. But okay, so DLD After Dark, did y'all talk about the Beretta 1301 shotguns being banned by the
No.
ATF for the 922R violation, allegedly? So from what I understand, and I don't know enough about it yet, Dark Rich, I'll send you my Zoom call link so you can explain where I've been. Hold on, what? Brownells has 14.5 Ergies complete for 1,200. 1,200 with the BCG and charging handle? Sorry, let's go back. So the Beretta 1301s, from what I understand, it's just
The determination that the ATF made
yeah,
that they can no longer be imported.
but in the condition that they're in. So from what I understand, they can just change the magazine capacity or the tube or something along those lines, and then they'll be able to continue importing them.
Oh, it's a capacity issue? I didn't know what the issue was. I assumed I knew what the issue was, and I didn't think it was magazine.
I believe it is. That's what it was.
Because the 1301 is the desirable one.
Well, there's the 1301, and then there's the A300, which.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, so Traveler says the Beretta 1301 7-round models are banned from importation. They're releasing a 5-round version next year. That is so stupid. Stupid and gay, stupid and gay, stupid and gay. Dude, I cannot like obviously like we haven't done research on this or anything like that, and this came up like I found out about this while I was on with the turkeys prior to doing the show, so I didn't have time to look it up or anything. But man, what a freaking joke! This is the same stupid thing that like Benelli with the collapsing stock and the extended magazine or standard magazine tube. Like that is so whack. The fact that we're sitting here dealing with sporting going over stupid bullshit about what's a sporting firearm and what's not sporting, and there's nothing sporting about our natural rights that are protected by the Second Amendment, supposed to be protected by the Second Amendment. This is about having the appropriate arms to potentially preserve our own lives and potentially shoot tyrants in the face if we need to. Like that is absolutely absurd. The sporting should not even be in the conversation at all. Hunting should not even be in the conversation at all. It's so ridiculous. Like the fact that we're in this place right now is ridiculous. And partly
is it sporting if you're going after never mind.
Redcoats. Look, dude, yes, that's where we'll end that conversation. I just think it's ridiculous that we're in this place. And you know what? I'll say it. I partially blame Heller for this. Sorry. This whole common use.
Not Heller, but the Heller decision.
Well, yeah. Okay. Yes. Thank you. I'm not personally blaming Heller. A lot of great things.
Because we like Dick.
We love Dick Heller. Anyway, I think that we have a lot to learn, and we have had some great Supreme Court cases that have landed in our favor, which just means that judges did what they were supposed to do and ruled based on constitutionality. But hey, come on, what do I know? Anyway, I think that because of the Heller decision, there's some good things that came with it and also some not so good things that came with it, like common use, sporting purposes. It should be all legal purposes, and that's it, right? You guys talked about this with your boy that came on.
Yeah, with
wait, what?
Todd.
Yeah, Todd.
Yeah, Todd was great. Just had to introduce him and basically prompt him once in a while, and he ran the whole show.
Chris Shoemake says, so apparently I ignorantly gave my phone number to the fake FRT website the other day. Dude, you better make sure that's all you gave them, because people are They're what the hell? Sorry, dog hair everywhere in my life. Sorry, disgusting. Have y'all seen the 25 round straight AR mags from Brownells? They are fire. I have not. Oh, actually, you know what? I think that was in that picture of the Super Duty that I sent you, Rich. The straight 25 round mag. I got to take a look at it. But anyway, we got to wrap up. I still got like 3 hours of work to do before before I crash. I got caught up on packages that I was like super far behind on, but I still got packages to get out that I printed the labels yesterday because that's how far back I was literally up until 6:30 a.m. doing packages yesterday, last night, this morning, whatever. So I got a lot of work to do, and I appreciate all you guys so much. Shout out to Lynchpin. Shout out to Goonbeam. Yo, I have an IR pistol light coming from Goonbeam that I will be able to put on my helmet and literally have IR flood like that. Can't wait.
So they know where to aim.
Well, they're not going to be able to see it unless they have night vision. And then,
That's right.
you know,
So they'll know where to aim.
if they have night vision, sure. But I'll probably just shoot them first because I'm better, faster, stronger, right? And also the Maglite Saber and the new V2 with the light touch tap thing. So strong or low, medium, high. I said strong, low, medium, high. But his new one, the new V2, has the light tap, so you can just do a light tap to turn it on instead of the click. Anyway, let's go ahead and wrap up. Rich, anything you want to land on or share before we get out of here?
No, I'm shopping at Brownells right now.
Are you getting an upper?
There's no 14.5s left. There's a 10.3.
How much is it?
$9.99.
Complete with the BCG?
Complete charging handle and BCG.
What?
Let me. I mean, it's in the picture. Let me read.
That means Black Friday will be cheaper. Are there any OD greens?
Let's see. What's the other checkbox? DDC.
Dang it. That would be an OD green lower with a DDC upper. That would be multicam. I would just have to hose it down with spray paint.
Bolt rail, gas block charging. Yes. Complete. $9.99.
Can't do it. That's a really, really, really good price. Drew, go buy it so I don't have to, because he's already got he's set up pretty nicely. But man, having this $680 lower sitting here doing nothing just drives me crazy. I think I would just much rather, dude, if you just wait for Black Friday, how would you feel if it comes out for like $720 in a week?
The 16, so no BCG, no charging handle, no muzzle device.
$720.
$764.
Yeah, that is the price that they were at last year. Dude, they went down as low as like $680 last year, but the 16-inch, no one buys the full 16-inchers. They're just huge, man. If I got an OD
I'm
green,
overcompensating, so I need it. Really, I want the 18.
Really, I would love to have an OD green 10.3 Gauzy Super Duty upper, or an 11.5, or even a 12.5. Just something shorter than the 14.5, because something smaller for close-in work on that with like a T1 Geisley mount with a red dot only, man, that's where it's at right there. So much stuff that I want and can't get. Anyway, look, I appreciate all you guys. Kurt 24, thank you again for the Cash App. You're the man. All you other guys out here that just literally came and sat down with us for 2.5 hours. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much. I appreciate and love all y'all. And in closing, guys, look, remember, we did cover some serious topics tonight. We did. Oh, roger that, Josh. We'll do. Look, we did cover some serious topics tonight, and I would encourage all of you guys to take it seriously, man, and make sure that you are giving the respect that the equipment that we handle on a regular basis is due, because the items that we have and that we use are literally designed to hurt people badly, and they're also designed for other great things like sporting uses. And I'm only joking, but no, seriously, pay them the respect that they're due. It's very important. Did you just want to show that off, or did you have something else to say, or did you want to say?
If you buy enough of these, Dark can get the gun of his dreams.
That actually is true. That's Rich is 100% correct. Actually, if you buy enough of these,
both Dark and I are unemployed.
Yeah, and irresponsible.
And irresponsible.
If you guys only knew. Oh man, dude, these knives came out so freaking good. You guys cannot just wait. Just wait till launch 2. I mean, don't wait to buy them. If you don't have a knife from Definition Knives, you got to get one. But also, launch 2 is going to be freaking incredible.
Did
you
know Walter Keller was sick?
We don't need to cover these things, Rich. Sicker than.
If Walt's listening, I'll tell you later.
Yeah. Knives too, even. You know, I also have a bunch of other knives that I'd be willing to sell. And Glocks. You know, I did it so bad. When I want something, I'm like, ooh, what can I get rid of right now?
Really don't need that launcher.
You know what? I don't need. There's so much that I don't need, but there's also so much that I wouldn't get rid of. And I'm like, I'm just trading one thing for another thing. Hold on, I'm almost done. All right, keep holding it up for Fish so he can finish. I'm just kidding. All right, guys. Look, thank you so much for tuning in. I tell you guys every single time we talk, make sure that you are right with your family and right with God. Right now is the time that all of us have to make sure that we are, we're actively engaged in a culture war. So be a culture warrior. Be the good people that I know all of you are. We're door holders. We're people that are kind and considerate to others. We're also people that, when needed, can be extremely dangerous. And I think that's a responsibility that every man has. We also have a responsibility to be leaders within our family, leaders within our community, and leaders within our church. And that is incumbent upon all of you. So make sure that we continue doing that. And I encourage you guys to hold me accountable to that too. You know, I'm working on making myself better every single day. Yes, sir. Christ is King. Thank you, Sport Brain. And yeah, I recommend that you also support all the people in our community, because they are soldiers right here with us, man, for real. Anyway, anything else, Rich, before I go on my little tangent?
No, we're good.
Cool. Awesome. Make sure you support Rich. Go check him out at flyingrich.com. All of his socials are on there. And every other company that came through tonight, we want to support you too. So companies like Goonbeam, companies like Gideon, companies like Fat Tech, companies like
Anderson
Manufacturing, companies like Definition Knives, Safety Harbor Firearms, all these guys. We have a tight circle, and we need to make sure. First off, I can't tell you how much I love tight circles. It's been a little while since I've had tight circles. Tight, wet, warm circles. And if you can hear me up there, I'm just sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, my bad. See, this is how you know we're all sinners. All right. Sorry. Forgive me. Lord, forgive me. Anyway, as I talk about how important it is for us to be good people. See how flawed I am? Anyway, guys, make sure that you do that by holding yourself accountable to higher standards. And the only way that you can do that is by having set rules, standards, and expectations for yourself. Like, example, I only carry knives that are made by definition knives, right? That's a rule that you set. Although rule number 47 is always carry a knife. Some of the rules that I like to share with you guys at the end of every show are: A, always shop at Definition Knives. B, make sure you shop at Definition Knives the day before Black Friday, the day on Black Friday, and the day after Black Friday. All right, sorry. Promise, real rules. Rule number 1 is to be kind. It's so important that we're kind in everything that we do, because that brief interaction that you have with somebody else could have a massive impact on their life. So be kind, whether it's holding a door, whether it's helping somebody with their groceries. You know what? It is so super weird nowadays how uncomfortable people get when you offer to help.
Mhm.
I ran up on a family. I didn't run up on them. I bumped into a family that was unloading luggage from their vehicle, and there was like a 30-40 foot walk to their door, but they had some heavy luggage. And I was like, "Hey, how are you guys doing? Do you guys need some help?" And the mom like stopped and looked around like she wanted to say yes, but then I saw her literally look at her kids and say, no, that's okay, but thank you so much though. And I was like, "Are you sure? I'd be happy to help." She's like, "Nope, that's okay." And then I kept moving, but it was like I saw what she did. She looked at her luggage like, "Oh my goodness, like yes, I need help." And then she looked at her kids and made a threat assessment, right?
Mhm.
Like, what are you going to do? Are you going to walk to my house? Are you going to try to walk inside my house?
Push into my
Are
house.
you going to exactly? And I'm like, "Dude, I'm a big old dude with a chihuahua. Like, what are you talking about? I'm trying to help you." Anyway, we need to make it normal again for us to
Yeah.
be caring, compassionate for the neighbors and other people in our
Sure.
life. That's how we build a community, and also build a team of at least 6 men. Anyway, rule number 2 is to live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others, bless others. When you bless others, you become blessed, because a hand that's open to give is open to receive. Rule number 3, because we know the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence, make sure that you're becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be, and be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. I mean, not like this thing, but like a thing that goes pew. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. Thank you so much for all the support. You guys are incredible. We don't like you. We love you. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Remember, to all you guys out there, it's important that you take notes from the happenings around us, and remember that the only way to the Father is through the Son. I love y'all. Take it easy.